So I ended up going to this third group home, called Pacific Lodge in Woodland Hills in LA. I think it's also San Fernando Valley as well, right? The day, I'll never forget the day. It was in 1996, because I never forget the day. Me and some white kid named Lyle. We got transported up there from San Diego to this group home, right, in LA. And there was this probation officer that was driving us, right? And when he was driving us, right, he was listening to the O.J. Simpson verdict, right? And me and Lyle, we were in the back. We were happy as hell that we had left juvenile halls and we were about to go to a group home and, you know what I'm saying, chillax, get to wear some street clothes, eat some better food, yada yada yada, right? And we ain't in stinky cell in juvenile halls no more. So we in the back seat wilding out, chopping it up, getting hella loud, laughing, cracking jokes, whatever, right? And the dude, the probation officer dude, he's trying to listen to the O.J. Simpson verdict, and he trying to tell us to quiet down, like shut the hell up, right? And we were like, man, we gangsters, right? So we're like, man, fuck you, dude. Straight the fuck up, right? Ooh, and we just kept on getting loud, kept on wilding out. And so dude's getting angry. He's like punching the steering wheel. Like, man, shut the fuck up. He turned the radio up louder so he could listen to the O.J. Simpson shit. And then me and the homie just get louder, right? We were baby kids. We didn't care, right? So anyways, O.J. Simpson ended up getting found not guilty, right? So I'll never forget that shit, because I was sitting in the back seat of a probation officer car on my way to another group home back then, right? And so the dude finally heard the verdict, whatever, and he was tripping. He wanted O.J. to get found guilty, so he was tripping, right? Whatever. So me and the homie Lyle, he ended up becoming one of my partners too. His white kid. We and the homie was counting the probation officer, like, sucker, O.J. got found not guilty, sucker. Feel me? One time, like, you know, the underdogs win one time. Feel me? Woo. And he was like, shut the fuck up, woo. When we get to the group home, woo, I'm gonna fuck you guys up. I'm gonna make sure that you guys have it bad, and woo. I'm like, man, whatever, dude, right? So anyways, all of a sudden, like in the midst of us talking shit back and forth with him, this fool pulled over on the side of the freeway, right? And you gotta understand that me and Lyle, even though we're going to a group home, we're still cuffed up. Both of us are cuffed up with our hands behind our back, right? And so this fool pulls over on the side of the freeway. I automatically look at Lyle, and I'm like, bro, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Cause this motherfucker's finna bring it. Like, he's finna fuck us up right now on the side of this freeway. So get ready, cause we ain't got our arms, so all we got is our legs. So all I'm thinking is just kick, right? So I ain't gonna lie, I was still kind of scared too. I was like, fuck, we got like under this dude's skin so bad that this dude's about to beat our ass right now on the side of this freeway, right? So I'm sitting there like waiting for this fool to get out the car and do what he gotta do. And all of a sudden, a highway patrol dude walks up on the side of the car. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, this fool got pulled over? So this fool was so mad, arguing with us, and he was so mad about the verdict, he started speeding, right? And he got pulled over, and we didn't even know he got pulled over until we saw the highway patrol dude. And he told the highway patrol dude off top, he's like, yeah, I'm a peace officer, right? And the highway patrol dude, I don't give a fuck what you are, right? Give me your driver's license, your ID, or whatever, right? And the PO, he was like, oh, okay, I got you, whatever. He started passing over his ID and stuff. And then the highway patrol dude said something about, this is the most dangerous highway or freeway or whatever. This stretch of freeway is the most dangerous because there's more people speeding through this stretch than any other stretch, and woo, and you are an officer of the law and you happen to be breaking the law. Woo. He said, yeah, and you want me to give you a pass? He's like, you ain't got no pass coming. Here goes your ticket. Woo. And then the probation officer hit him with the, yeah, but I'm transporting these two kids and I'm late. I'm trying to get them to their group home on time, whatever. The highway patrol dude's like, I don't care. I was saying, you still don't break the law, right? And he let him go. So me and the homie Lyle, we were on his bumper, like, you got a ticket. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay stupid buku amount of money now. Like, we just counted that food was hot. He hated us, bro. So, anyways, long story short, I'll try to keep this short. I'm gonna leave a lot of details out of the placement. Maybe one day I'll double back and go into more details about like how it was when I first got there and who I met, hung out with, whatever, right? But I'm just gonna go to the part where I end up escaping. So I get to this placement and I was there for about 6 months. I was in this cottage there called Sabo Cottage, and this placement was a lot similar to the one that I was at prior in the way that it was like set up. It was just like a big ass institution, but with a gang of cottages. The best way I can describe it is kind of like imagine a college campus, right? So it just had a gang of college. It had just had a gang of cottages dotted throughout this whole campus, and it's in the middle of a city, of the middle of a neighborhood. Like I'm talking about, right across the street is a gas station. You feel me? So I was there for about 6 months, and all I had to do was a year, 6 more months, and I would have been out of there, right? But a homie from Asian Boys came, right? And we got real tight. He was Vietnamese as well, and he didn't like it there. He didn't like it there at this group home. Whoop, whoop. So he kept on talking to me about AWOL, right? And at first I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I only got 6 more months to go. I'm out of here. You feel me? And then I said, I feel like I'm gonna do this 6 months this time because I AWOL twice from 2 other group home. I'm just gonna keep on AWOLing, right? She's all right. And then he kept on bringing it up though, like every day he bring it up. This went on for about a month, right? And then finally one day he was like, man, come on, bro, let's take off, fool. Like, forget this place. And finally I was like, man, let's go, right? I don't know what it was. It was just because it was raining that day too, and I just had like like looking back, I just had like this urge for a sense of adventure, like cause like when you AWOL or you escape, it's kind of like figuring a puzzle out. You feel me? Like how you gonna go about it? And you gotta like lay low, and it's an adrenaline rush. You feel me? And it's fun. You feel me? So I like stuff like that. So I was like, come on, bro, let's go. You feel me? So I threw on some jeans, some Chucks, and I remember I had a Raiders jacket, right? And the homie, I don't remember what he was wearing, but we hopped out in the rain, right? We hopped out my bedroom window. It was all muddy and rainy. It was raining. So we took off. I had the Raiders jacket, threw the hoodie on. We pushed, right? We just ran out the campus and just walked to the sidewalk. And from the sidewalk, we just ran down the street and we made a right. And so the homie, he's from Monterey Park in LA, right? And he just tells me, he's like, bro, just follow my lead. Just follow my lead. Whatever I do, say, just follow my lead. I was like, all right. So at that time, I'm like 12 years old. Or was I was 12, close to 13 years old, right? And the homie was probably about like 14 or something like that. So we go to a bus stop and we sit down. And I was like, bro, how we gonna pay for this bus? We ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. You got some money? He's like, nah, I ain't got no money. So how we gonna pay for this bus? He said, don't trip. Just follow my lead, right? I was like, all right. So when the bus pulls up, there was a black chick that was driving the bus, right? She opened the door, and the homie, his name Teardrop, he just stepped to the bus and he was like, me and my little brother, we missed our bus at school. We were late for school. Can we get a ride? We don't have no money. And she looked at us. She's like, get on the bus. So we just got on the bus. I was like, damn, that's what's up, right? so we ended up riding this bus from Woodland Hills. We rode it all the way to downtown LA, right? Because the homie had a homie that owned a nail shop in downtown LA. He's like, all we gotta do is get to this nail shop and we're good. You know what I'm saying? The homie could come get me, come get us, and we outro, right? I like, bet. And so the bus driver lady, as we getting closer and closer, deeper to downtown LA, she keep on like tripping out, like, where the hell y'all go to school at? Because we passing all the hoods up and we're going to downtown LA. You know what I'm saying? Like where y'all go to school at, right? And we just sat there and just put on like the innocent look, like. And finally we got to downtown LA and we got off the bus and she basically like, yeah, y'all played me, right? And then So so when we got off the bus in downtown LA, the homie was just like, I was like, where's your homeboy's nail salon at? He's like, I don't know. I don't know where is that. It's somewhere down here in downtown LA, right? So I'm like, bro, what are we gonna do? Just walk around till we find it? And he was like, yeah, let's go look for it, right? I was like, all right. So we mobbing. We just walking, right? And then we passed by like a group of essays. Like these fools are hanging out just downtown. They're hanging out like on a corner, right? They all start mad dogging us. And this back when I was banging, the homies banging too. So we mad dogging them back. Like, what's up, bro? Right? And there's about like 5 of them. And they were from 18th Street. So then one of them lifted up his shirt and on his stomach it said 18th Street, right? And then, but we Asian, me and the homie, we Asian and we rips, right? So we not tripping on none of that, right? So we like, what's up, bro? And one of them banged on us like, where y'all from? Well, so we let him know. I let him know where I was from. The homie let him know where he was from, right? And then they were like, what's up? Y'all got beef for 18th Street, right? And I was like, bro, I'm not even from out here, bro. And then the dumbass homie right here, he just crazy. I don't know what was wrong with him. He's like, yeah. And he dissed him, right? He's like, woo. And he took off running and run. So I was like, what the fuck? So we took off running and these fools started chasing us. I was like, what the fuck you doing, fool, right? So I'm running after the homie. Woo. And all I'm thinking in my head is like, bro, last time when you AWOL, the last time you and Mike split up, that feeling sucked, right? So I was like, don't lose the homie Teardrop. Like when he said, follow my lead, wherever I go, you better follow his ass, right? So he ran into a building. I chased him into the building. These fools from 18th Street were all chasing us, right? And we ran up some stairs. I chased him up the stairs. I don't know if he knew this place or what, but he ran straight into a bathroom. I ran into the bathroom. He locked the door. He opened the bathroom window. I don't even know what the hell this building was. He opened the bathroom window, climbed out the window, and jumped down on top of like the shed, right? I followed his lead, jumped down, and our fools from 18th Street were in the building. And then we jumped off the shed and we just kept on running, right? We kept on running, and we just got deeper into downtown LA and just hit it. You know what I'm saying? So we were tired, we were hungry, we were just walking around in circles, can't find this fool's homie's nail salon, whatever, right? So I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, what is your homie's nail salon called? Do you know what it's called? He's like, yeah, I know what it's called. It's called Whoop Whoop Nail Salon, right? It was so long ago, I don't remember what he told me, right? So I was like, bro, all we gotta do is find us a phone and put in 411 and ask them, hey, where is Whoop Whoop Nail Salon at in downtown LA on what street? And bam, we'll go there, right? And the homie's like, damn, he's like, he's like, man, you're fucking hella smart, right? Hell yeah. He's like, bet, that's how we do it, right? I said, yeah. So we're happy, we're juiced. We're like, hell yeah, now we're getting somewhere, right? So we start mobbing around looking for a payphone. You feel me? Thank you, Trump face, for the roses. We start mobbing around looking for a payphone. And we see a wall with like 5 phones, right? So we there. So I run up to the phone, right? Because I'm the one with the good ass call information idea, right? So I run up to go do it, right? I run up to the phone. I grab the first phone. That sucker don't work. I grab the next phone. That sucker came all the way off the hook. The wire was broken and everything, right? I grab the next phone. That sucker don't work. I grab the 4th phone. That sucker don't work, right? And then finally, I grab the 5th phone, the last and final phone, right? And when I put it to my ear, it worked. I heard it go, but I felt something gooey, nasty on my fucking ear, right? And when I pulled the phone away, it was a fucking loogie, right? Someone basically broke there was 5 phones. Someone broke 4 phones, and the only one that worked, they spit like the world's biggest loogie on that phone, right? Or whatever the hell it was, right? But when I stuck it to my ear, I was like, hell yeah. And then I smelled something nasty and I felt something wet in my ear and I was like, what the hell is it? And when I pulled the phone away, it was just like a loogie just coming off my ear. I was like, oh, right? I dropped the phone and I started wiping my ear and that shit stank. And I was like, ugh. I was like, ah, right? I was like, this shit. I said, man, this. And I was tripping. I was just like, I felt like a parasite got me, right? So the homie Teardrop, he over there laughing. He laughing his ass off, right? That fool was like, "Welcome to LA, fool," right? Woo woo. I said, "Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit," right? I'm over there cleaning my ear with my shirt, woo woo. And I told him, "Man, you call 411, figure that shit out, bro." So he go over there and he wiped the phone, beep 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 beep, and that phone stank. And he called 411. He like, "Yeah, can you tell me what street, what woo, Nell Salon is on, woo woo?" And he got it. It was like on 65th or some crazy ass shit like that, right? And we were like all the way like on 20 something or some shit, right? And so I was like, "You serious, bro?" He like, "Yeah." So we bail block after block after block. I'm looking at each block: 44th, 50th, 57. Like we just block after block after block. I'm counting blocks, and then finally we get to 64th. We banked the left, mobbed to his homie's nail salon, and that sucker was closed. It had the metal gate thing that you pull all the way down. That shit was down and it was shut. So I'm like, "Man, you sure this is his nail salon?" He's like, "Yeah, that's his nail salon. I'm positive, right?" I said, "Man, that sucker ain't even open, bro." I'm like, "Did your homie go out of business or something?" You feel me? So he got on the phone and I said, "Man, call your homie, fool." Right? Ooh. And he's like, "Man, I can't remember his number. I can't remember his number." I said, "Man, what the hell is the nail salon ain't open, bro? Like, what the fuck? Every store here is open except for this damn. Why out of all the stores, his store ain't open, right?" He's like, I don't know. And I was like, "So what are we gonna do now?" He said, "Bro, we gotta catch another bus and go to my hood. We gotta go to Monterey Park, right?" I said, "What are we gonna do? Like the same shit?" He said, "Man, just follow my lead, bro. Just follow my lead. Whatever I do, you do." I was like, "All right, fool. You're county. I'm in LA with you. You're from LA, so whatever you say goes. That's where it goes, right?" So we go, we go to a bus stop, and we waiting on a bus, and there's a whole crowd of people there waiting on a bus. I'm talking about at least over 10 people, like at least 15 people. There's a lot of us, right? And me and the homie chilling, and there was like this big old Mexican dude. He had no shirt on, hairy chest, food looked all sweaty and high and shit. He had big ass blue blockers glasses on his eyes, and he was just like sitting there tripping out, like talking to himself, and I think he was shermed out, to tell you the truth, right? But all of a sudden that fool just okay. So when we were chilling, me and the homie Mike were standing by a fence, a chain link fence. I was facing this way. The homie Mike was talking to me, and next to me, to my left, was this white marine looking dude. He had like a marine kind of haircut, but he was facing the fence. He was holding the chain link fence, facing that way, while everybody else was facing the street. He was just ignoring everybody and looking in a totally opposite direction, right? I didn't think nothing of it because I was just like, whatever. This dude just probably crazy, whatever, right? But anyways, this dude that had no shirt on, this big old Mexican dude, he was a big ass Mexican dude, like 6 feet tall, right? He was just like tripping out, walking down the street, down the sidewalk, right? Whatever. And me and the homie Mike right there, and all of a sudden, the dude was walking by, and all of a sudden he just turned and he just grabbed me by my throat, right? And he's like, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be in school right now, right?" And then the white dude that was standing right here next to me on the fence, that was facing the fence with the marine haircut, that fool just turned into a kung fu master right there in the spot, started whooping ass, right? He said, "Let the little boy go." He knocked that fool's his arm from off my throat and just started boop bopping that fool. I like, damn, who the hell is this? Chuck Norris or something? So me and everybody's watching, everybody tripping out, right? And he basically just mollywops that dude, and he walks back to the fence and looks through the fence again, right? And I was like telling him like, "Hey, thank you." He didn't even say nothing. He just ignored me and just kept on looking through the fence. I swear to God, that shit was a trip, right? So boom, the bus pulled up, right? The bus pulled up, and I'm just like, damn, what the homies can tell the bus driver this time, right? So people are piling on the bus, and then when the homie gets on, I walk in on the bus right behind him, and I'm waiting to hear what he's gonna tell the bus driver, right? But instead of telling the bus driver, he don't tell the bus driver nothing. He just look at the bus driver, turn and walk and go get a seat. I was just like, all right. He said follow his lead, so I just followed his lead, right? And I just walked over there and sat down too. The bus driver didn't even say nothing. Right? He didn't say nothing at all, right? So I was like, cool, we good, right? So we smashed from downtown LA and we rode the bus all the way to Monterey Park, right? And then when we got to Monterey Park, we got off the bus. So I'm like, okay, bro, we in Monterey Park? He's like, yeah. So I was like, how far are we from your homeboy's house, right? He said, we're not that far. We're not that far, just a couple blocks. I said, hell yeah. So now I'm getting happy because I'm like, we not only did we escape, but we're about to get help. We're about to go to his homie's house and we're gonna get help from someone that we know, not no stranger, right? So as we're mobbing, all of a sudden this yellow taxi cab pulls up, and like we're walking and there's a driveway in front of us. This taxi cab comes to us, a halt in front of us. It goes in the driveway, right? And homie Teardrop, he looked and he's like, run, fool. I turn around and that fool Teardrop was running. I just started running with him. And then the dude in the taxi cab, he reversed out and started busting the U, trying to chase us and stuff. So we started hopping over fences. And I'm like, why the hell is this taxi? Who the hell is, like in my head, I'm like, who is this dude in the taxi cab? Like, what is going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just chasing the homie. He hopping fences, we hopping through backyards, and I'm on his tail. Just wherever he going, like fence for fence, step for step, right? Because I'm telling y'all, I refuse to lose my only source of help and my only source of like familiarity. When he put this is, if he gone, what am I gonna do, right? So I'm chasing him. Finally, we ended up in this backyard. We huffing and puffing and we're in the cut, right? And I was like, bro, what the hell was that all about, right? Like, why the hell that fool chasing us, right? And he said, hey, last time when I was out, I rode the taxi and I rode that fool taxi right there and I didn't pay. I just hopped out and ran. So I'm saying, this fool remember you from all that time and just chase us right now? He's like, yeah. That fool every time he sees me, he chases me. He said, this ain't the first time that fool chased me. That fool wanted his money, right? I was like, damn, fool, that fool hella petty, right? So after we got our composure and our breath back, we left the backyard and we went to his homie's house. And we got to his homie's house and his homie was in there sleeping. He was hungover. He was all fucked up. That's why he didn't open up his nail salon, right? So his homie's window was open. So Teardrop just stuck his hand through the window and his homie was sleeping right there. He's like, wake up, boo. And his homeboy was his older homie, right? So he wake up, he's like, what the hell are you doing here, Teardrop, right? And he said, don't tell me you escaped. Don't tell me you escaped, right? And Teardrop's like, yeah, I did. He's like, man, Teardrop. So he's like, man, come in the house. So he went, unlocked the back door. And we went in the house, went into his room, and Teardrop introduced me to his big homie, whatever. I said, what's up, whatever. He asked us if we were hungry. We were like, hell yeah. He's like, come on, come out to the kitchen, let's eat, right? Went out to the kitchen, he hooked us up with some food. We started grubbing, and then basically what it came down to, he told Teardrop, because Teardrop was basically like his adopted son, because when he escaped, right after that, the group home while we were eating breakfast, whatever, when we were sitting there eating with him, the group home called him and told him that Teardrop had escaped, right? So he's like acting all like playing dumb, like, oh, I didn't know. Ooh. Like, is that right? Okay, thank you for letting me know. And then so while we were sitting there eating, he basically just told Teardrop, he's like, bro, he said, you have to go back. He said, you have to go back. I'm gonna take you back. You're going back. And then he told me, he's like, but he's like, you can do whatever you want to do, because, you know what I'm saying, you're not my little brother. You know what I'm saying, you're not obligated to do anything. You know what I'm saying? He said, whatever you want to do, I'll help you, but Teardrop is going back. So he was like, how can I help you? Like, in what way can I help you, right? And I was like, can you give me a ride to Dago? You feel me? And he was like, I can't give you a ride all the way down there because I don't feel like driving all the way down there, but I'll pay for a Greyhound ticket for you to ride a Greyhound down there. And I was like, hell yeah, cool, we're looking out, right? And then he was like, I'll give you some money too, because I know you're gonna need some money, right? And I was thinking to myself, like, I was like, hell yeah, thank you, right? And I was thinking to myself, like, this fool's only gonna give me like $20 or something, right? This motherfucker gave me $200, two $100 bills. Y'all gotta remember, I was like 12 years old at the time. I was like, for real, right? We were in the bedroom. By then we had left the kitchen and we went to his bedroom. And he gave me $200, right? And the whole time Teardrop over here tripping. Thank you, Mandy, for the roses. Teardrop over here tripping because he's like, man, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to the group home. And his big homie's like, man, you ain't got no choice. You feel me saying? You're going back. You feel me? But Tiny, the homie gonna get back down to Dago, and whatever he do, that's what he do, right? So we in the room, this fool's getting dressed. He gave me the $200, right? And then he's like, do you need anything else, right? I said, what do you mean? And he reached underneath his chair. He had a chair, and he pulled out a briefcase, and he opened up the briefcase, and there's a couple pews in there, right? And he said, you're gonna be on the run. Like, do you need one of these? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, you gonna slide me one on GP? You just gonna give me one? He's like, yeah, I got you, right? And then the homie teardrop, he's like, I told you my big homie's hella cool. Like, my big homie's dope as fuck, right? And I was telling him, like, man, good looking out. So he hooked me up with one, right? Boom. We hopped in the whip. He took me to the Greyhound station. Paid for the ticket, and I just sat there and waited. And then they took off. He took Teardrop back to the group home, and I went on back down to Dago, and then from the Greyhound station in Dago, I rode a taxi cab to the hood, and I jumped out and ran and didn't pay. Same thing the homie Teardrop did in Monterey Park, I did in the hood. I hit downtown San Diego, and from there at the Greyhound station, I rode a taxi cab all the way to my hood, which was like 25-30 minutes from downtown, right? So you know the fare was big, right? And I told the taxi driver that when we get to my house, my mom was gonna pay, right? But I just told that fool, yeah, we live over here, and I had him take me to the hood, right? So once we put up to the block, I just hopped out. There ain't no way in hell anybody can catch me in my block, in my hood. You feel me? I know every back alley, I know every cut, I know every house, I know every tree, I know every part of my hood. You feel me? So if anybody trying to chase me, good luck. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to the hood, I just bailed on that fool. And I was just back in the mix after that. And then the next part, whatever happened after that, I'll have to share on another live. But I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Okay, let's see what's going on in this chat. Let me see. Rebecca said that story last night had me rolling. That's what's up. You run away, you. After I read this chat, I'm gonna take off, y'all, okay? Appreciate all the love. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. Hi, Shy. Appreciate whoever's been tapping the screen and running the likes up on the live. And if you haven't followed me yet, I ask that you please follow me. And please hit my bio. Please hit my face. Or hit the link in my bio. And subscribe to my YouTube. You feel me? Because I repost all my lives in full on my YouTube channel. Big O, what up? Hey, Angel Kisses. Oh, Big O stayed around Woodland Hills. That's what's up. Hey there, Izzy. 2 of hearts. How tall are you? I'm 5'9". Sita's laughing. Nicole. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Mishka. Sita said, an adventure, Danny. Laughing my ass off. Lindsay said, your stories are the best. Thank you. Gina's laughing. That's what I like. I like reading the comments and seeing y'all reaction. Like, seeing that y'all was laughing and stuff like that. That way I know that y'all was really into the story or y'all enjoyed it. You feel me? So I appreciate everybody who put laugh faces or whatever. Sorry, my Chingona said, I'm going to get rested now till 9 p.m. to go to work at Disneyland doing construction. Yeah! Disneyland? Ooh, we probably getting paid. Angel Kisses is laughing. Tanya sent a heart. Lindsay's laughing. Sita, now we're getting somewhere. Lizzie said, oh my god. Gina said, I hate when them phone booths don't work. Ew, gross. Lizzie said, oh my god. Gina said, what time was it? It was morning time. When we first escaped, it was early in the morning. Like, we didn't even eat breakfast type shit. Like, everybody was still brushing their teeth and taking their morning shower. And the homie was my roommate. And for whatever reason, that fool got up that day, probably on the wrong side of the bed or whatever. But the first thing he said to me, like, man, let's take off, bro. Fuck this place. Let's go. And I'm barely waking up too. Like, what? Like, man, can I brush my fucking grill first, right? So I go wash up, hit my grill, and I'm just thinking about it. I'm just marinating on it. And now I'm just like, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go have some fun. Let's go get into some. You feel me? And I told him, I said, man, when you get done washing up, let's go, fool. So when he was in there, I was getting dressed, lacing up my chucks, figuring out what I'm gonna wear, you know what I'm saying? I was like, let's do this shit. And then he came in, got dressed, we took the screen, we closed our bedroom door, and we locked the door. And we took the screen off the window, and we just hopped out the window, and it was raining. And we just got on. You know what I mean?